In January, we did my annual 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance program where we looked at one thing you could do each day. Well, we're back with the Compliance Tip of the Day. This is the podcast where we bring you daily insights and practical advice on navigating the ever-evolving landscape of compliance requirements. Whether you're a seasoned compliance professional or just starting your journey, my aim in this podcast is to provide you with a bite-sized, actionable tip to help you stay on top of your compliance game. In the chaotic world of 2025 and beyond, compliance will become even more important, and you staying on top of your game will help your company move forward. Now a word from the sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, Ethico.
If you're a compliance officer, middle managers are crucial in getting your programs from you to your frontline employees. But how do we activate those managers and get them on our side? Ethico's new Middle Manager Toolkit equips you with the skills needed to empower your managers, to promote a culture where ethical behavior thrives and employees feel empowered to speak up. Learn how to turn frontline managers into ethical leaders with our new white paper, Empowering Middle Managers as Ethics Champions. And did I mention you can get the whole toolkit for free? Head to ethico.com to download the full toolkit today.
Today on the Compliance Tip of the Day, we take a look at building trust in AI with blockchain. AI has become a key driver of business decision-making across many industries and verticals, from financial services to healthcare and beyond. Yet despite its enormous potential, AI remains a black box that raises concerns about transparency, accountability, and fairness. For compliance professionals, this trust deficit presents a critical challenge. How can organizations demonstrate responsible AI use and ensure compliance with evolving regulatory expectations? The compliance challenge of AI is to make it interpretable, auditable, and enforceable. Without using these three pillars, AI becomes a compliance nightmare, one that can lead to regulatory penalties, reputational damage, and even loss of customer trust. Blockchain ensures that AI models are developed following internal guidelines and regulatory requirements. This path to accountability offers a potential solution by providing an immutable, transparent record of an AI model and decision-making. The financial services reporting firm FICO created an AI model for development and decision-making. What they learned was making this system work was less a technical challenge than a people challenge. They learned it was important to start with standards, then develop the technology. That making the system user-friendly was non-negotiable. It was essential to iterate on quick wins. They had to build large repositories to hold large AI assets and alternative storage, and they needed capable IT teams to handle the maintenance and demands of the system. Blockchain's ability to create an auditable trail of every change, test, and decision made during the development became a powerful compliance tool. Unlike conventional documentation, blockchain prevents unauthorized changes and ensures that compliance teams can verify AI decisions as they literally have been made. So what are today's three key takeaways? Well, they come from FICO's experience around its implementation of AI. One, standards must come first. Before implementing blockchain, organizations must establish clear AI standards, developmental standards. Without these guardrails, blockchain is just another tech without purpose. Two, user adoption requires a seamless experience. As Carson Tams remind us, always consider the user experience in anything that you will do. And you must have an established process. And finally, three, immutable records for key regulatory defense. The regulators are going to come knocking, even in the Trump administration, and having immutable records which you can demonstrate literally at the push of a button will be a key component in demonstrating regulatory compliance with whatever regulations the United States comes up with or those enforced now in the EU. This is Tom Fox again. This new podcast, Compliance Tip of the Day, will appear daily. And frankly, it's one of the most requested topics for a podcast that I get on a regular basis. It's going to be short and sweet with one tip with some takeaways that you can utilize to implement into your compliance program. If you've got a question that you would like a tip on, please submit them through our website, and we will use them in an upcoming episode. The compliance tip of the day is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network. Finally, this podcast contains promotional material.